Hey guys, welcome to video number 3 of Welcome to Guitar. We don't guarantee wealth and fame, but we guarantee some fun with your friends and learning some chords. So last time we had video number 2, some very basic information about the guitar. There's 6 strings. The strings are E, A, D, G, B, E. We go from the top down. It's also actually the lowest sound to the higher pitched strings. The sentence Eddie ate dynamite, good by Eddie. The first letter of each word tells us the name of those strings. So E, A, D, G, B, E. So that's review. Today we're going to look at 2 chords. We looked at the chord diagrams last time, as well as some tips about how to make sure you're playing the chord correctly. But today we're going to really look at 2 chords, E minor, which we introduced, and the next one is G. Okay, so we have our fingers. Remember that we have our thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the E minor chord, we use our 2 and our 3. And they're on the 2nd fret of the A and the D string. So Eddie ate dynamite, so A and D. It's the 2nd and 3rd from the top. And we want to push down hard in the middle of the section between the 2 metal frets on the wood. That's our E minor chord we strum. I'm just strumming with my thumb. You can use a pick. Strum just as when you play the strings. So this is E minor. It's probably the easiest chord to learn right off the bat because it's just 2 fingers and 4 open strings. On the diagram, when you see an O at the top of the string, that just means the string is open. There's no fingers on it. So E minor chord again. All right, so let's look at G. Look at the G chord. It's a little harder. Our fingers are going to be stretched a little bit more. So I have my 1 and my 2. I'm putting them here on the E and the A string. I have my 2 finger on the E string on the 3rd fret, and my 1 finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Then I have 3 open strings in a row. And I'm using my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string so that I'm making a G. If you want to use your 4th finger here, that's also an option. It might be easier to stretch out that way. So now that I have my G chord down, I'm going to go back to E minor and try that again. And I'm going to keep going back and forth between these 2 chords to practice them as chords in themselves, but I'm also practicing the switching between 2 chords. There was my E minor. Here's my G. I'm going to switch back to E minor now. Now let's say I notice I'm playing here. I get a sound like that. That is not the sound I want. So what's happening is my finger's not being pressed down hard enough. It hurts right now. When you first start, your fingers will hurt. But I have to push down harder to get that nice clear tone. Now I can also be playing. I get this sound in here. But this is the D string. The D string is supposed to be open. But what's happening is my 1st finger here is kind of flat and it's hitting more than 1 string. So I have to kind of move my wrist out, make sure the tips of the fingers are only on the strings that they're supposed to be on based on my diagram, which is right there. All right, so if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. But this is a good place to start with just 2 chords. You understand the diagrams. You want to really focus on how hard do I have to push my fingers down, what types of problems happen when my fingers are flat and they're hitting other strings, and you can work on getting your fingering correct for those chords before you move on to the next ones, which will be the next video. Thanks. Have a great day.